Hello and welcome to the 3D GameLab. Odds are this is your first time here, so as such I'm going to give you a little tour on how to use it and what you should be looking for. You're going to be given your username and password by your instructor. When you do, you're going to sign in and you're going to see a menu that looks like this. At the top you'll have your name. That's going to be defaulted, probably your graduation year, your last name, and your first initial. You're going to see your rank. All of you are going to start off as an orc. Now if you click the rank, you can go ahead and see just what all the other ranks are for the game. So in this case, you are an orc for the first 14 points, and then you level up to a goblin, troll, all the way up to a wizard. We'll come back to what that really means later. On the right, we have the number of experience points you have in the entire game, while underneath it, you're going to have a status bar that has the number of experience points you have just for this 9 weeks. And right now it's empty because I'm doing a thing, but eventually we're going to see that fill up. Below, in the center section, you have the quests that are available to you. You have the available, the in progress, and the number that you completed. On the far left, you have a couple options. You have quests, that's the page you're currently on. You have rewards, group info, and announcements. I'll show you what those look like in a couple of minutes, but let's go back to the center. Anytime you have a quest available, you have really only one thing you can do, and that's click it. When you click it, there'll be a brief preview that tells you what you need to do in this quest, and then you have the option of closing it or clicking Start Quest. So let's click Start on this one. Now this quest is pretty simple. It is 0 experience points. If a quest has 0 experience points, that either means it's something that's required, or it is something that's part of a badge, or it's something that you might want to do on the side. Now this one, it says the account setup. This is how you set up your Google Drive account and your Collaborate Classroom account if you haven't done so already. So to submit this quest, I look at the description, I ask what it wants. It tells me to go to Google Drive, Collaborate Classroom, make an account. Let's imagine I've already done that. To submit it, I need two things, my Google Drive email and my 3D GameLab password. If I need to, I can use this area here to add more files. I can add a Word document, a PowerPoint, a video, I can embed something, or I can click here to add attachment. Most of the time though, you're simply going to be typing directly into this field, or you'll be pasting a link. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So let me hit submit, and you'll hear the signature ding of the 3D GameLab. It's a sound you'll come to know and love. And then I have the option to rate the quest. How long did this quest take me? About 5 minutes. What rating would I give it? It was kind of boring, not terrible though, so I'll give it 3. Do I have any comments? This wasn't too hard, and I click submit. I do ask that you rate the quests. It is helpful for me to understand which ones are good, which ones are bad, and it lets your classmates know just how long they take. So the more of you that complete them, we get a more accurate picture on how long the assignment is. That way people can decide if it's something they want to jump into or not. Okay, so that one is now in my completed section. It's been approved automatically. Let's go to this one. This one is to begin Unit 1. So I click Start Quest. Now this one has a less text, but it has some video here. So I have a video I can watch directly in the Google Drive. Let's click play to see what happens. Now I'm making this at home, so YouTube isn't blocked, but at school it might be. So I usually have a link below that plays it as well. Alright, so that's an introduction video that you're going to watch when you get to that quest. Now when I get here, it has some overall questions for the unit, and under submission it tells me to answer the secret code. Now I'm not going to tell you what the secret code is. You're going to have to find that out for yourself. So I'll type in secret code. Okay, so here we are in the future. Now you'll notice a bunch of new quests have popped up. I have my 3 badges. My badges don't give me any experience points, but I do need to earn at least 1 badge if I want an A for the quarter. The other option is to score very highly on all of the assignments. However, there is the main line that you have to follow: understanding, explore, synthesis, and test. Every unit has 4 quests. Those are required in order to get those full experience points. So let's go to the first one. It's a video by Ken Robinson. It has a little intro at the top, it has a video here, and then it has some instructions for how I need to complete my questions. Again, watch and summarize and question the video, let me show you one other way to submit an assignment. I already showed you how you can type directly into the comment section. That's going to work for assignments where you just have a really brief answer to send in. But sometimes you're going to have to do a lot more. For example, maybe you have to fill out an entire study guide. You're certainly not going to type the whole study guide in the comment section. For instances like that, you probably want to go to Google Drive. When you're in Google Drive, here's my study guide, for example, you want to go to the top right corner, you want to click Share, and you want to make sure that it is shared with me. This person has already shared it with me, so they're good, but to share something with me, you simply go down here, you type my email address, which is dharrold@bwschools.net, and click Submit. Once you see my smiling face, you know you're good to go. In that case, you can just copy this link up top, return to the GameLab, and paste the link. By sending the link in, I will be able to see it, you'll be able to see it, and I can just make my comments directly on Google Drive. It is important that you share the document with me. If you don't, I'm not going to be able to see it, even if you send me the link. Okay, so here we are. We're back on the main page, and look what's happened. You'll notice that the quest is now completed. I've finally started gaining some experience points. I have 15 out of the total 350. And you'll notice the rank has changed from 0 out of 15 to 0 out of 20. The reason is because I've leveled up to a goblin. I've got my 15 points, so I'm now officially a goblin. I'm no longer a troll. So that's how to send things in. Now these other quests are still here, and I can either do those or not do those, but I now have my next one, the Explore quest. And remember, Understanding, Explore, Synthesis, and Test are the 4 that you need to complete in each unit, and they get more difficult as you go through. 2 more things I want to show you. If you go to your name up top and click it, it'll bring up your player card. Now your player card will show you a couple things. It'll show you your name and current rank and experience points, just like you saw before, but it'll also show you what you've earned, your badges, your achievements. It'll show you any specific awards that I've given you as a teacher. It'll show you all of the quests you've completed, your recent activity, and standards, if you care about that kind of thing. This is also where you can edit your playing card. So if you edit it, you can't change your name, but you can change what name appears in the account. You can change your email address, and I really want to make sure you all have your picture in there. So go down and choose a file to make your picture. Don't just leave it as a blank slate sometimes. The other thing I want to show you is under Rewards. Rewards is going to be for each quarter. You have a couple different things you can earn. In badges, you'll get a badge each time you complete all of the main quests in a given unit. So under Digital Citizen, we've already completed a few of them, but if you complete Understanding, Explore, Synthesis, and Test, you'll get the Digital Citizen badge. Same with the Hobbit and Beowulf. We also have the 3 badges for this quarter, the Reader badge, the Social Criticism badge, and the Blogger badge. Additionally, there are 4 tiers of being a student throughout the game. You're all going to start out at Tier 1. If you get 3 badges, you move up to Tier 2. If you get even more, you move up to Tier 3 and Tier 4. You probably won't even get to these tiers until later in the year. Under Achievements, you have whatever rank you are. You started as an orc, now you're a goblin, and you're going to move all the way up to Wizard, hopefully. And down here you have the stars. If you do really well on an assignment, I'll give you one of those. Ideally, you'll earn as many as possible. All right, well, that's just a brief overview of 3D GameLab from the student perspective. Let me know if you have any questions. I imagine I'll be answering a lot as we get started in the year, but hopefully that gave you a sense as to what you're doing. Most of the work is going to happen outside of 3D GameLab, but this is going to be where you actually turn things in and get your progress. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day, and go ahead and submit this very first quest. The secret word is albatross. Good night.